Beep, 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 beep. This is Ashley from the Ladies of Strange, reporting to you live from the Frog's Bellows as Hurricane Milton rolls in, and we know it's going to be a devastating one. We have to look back and remember, we just had a hurricane, Hurricane Helene, which many of us remember very well since it was so recent. Here to tell us more about his experience with Hurricane Helene is Demi from the Discount Heroes.
Oh, thank you, Ashley. I'd like to report that tree broke my house. Giant tree. Winds were storming. Tree fell on it. Coach was there. Now we're homeless. Kind of. Anyway, this week we'd like to introduce to you a story you all know, you all love, but you've never heard before. This is Trees is Plants, presented by the Discount Heroes. We'd like to thank you for excusing our regular dropping of Discount Heroes. We'll be back next week. Same great day, same great time. Please enjoy the upcoming podcast.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to not your first favorite podcast, not your second favorite podcast, but the one that comes in at number 3. Trees is Plants.
Oh my God!
Welcome, everybody. We got about 29 minutes. We hope you don't leave. We're going to stick around and we're going to discuss the hottest topics regarding trees, plants, and if they are. So I'd like to welcome my 4 co-hosts here. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, good morning, and welcome, sunshine. It is me, Daffo Dildo.
Oh, Lord.
Played by Aaron, and well, just represented by Aaron, but call me Dildo, Daffo, whatever floats your pedal, you know what I'm saying? And welcome. Please don't touch my stamen.
Thank you, Dildo Swaggins. This is Jared reporting in on all the trees stuff. Not to be too sappy.
And this here is Justin Timberlake.
So weak but so strong. Like, what the fuck? I can't decide to hate it or love it.
Just like Justin Timberlake.
And this is Matt, and I'm all bark and no bite.
There he is.
That's rooted in truth. You know what I'm saying?
So what do we got on the agenda today?
On the agenda today, boys, I'm just gonna read off some interesting tree facts. Yeah, and we'll discuss.
You're fucking not. You are?
I'm fucking am. Oh, you're fucking nut. That's good. Okay. Okay. So oddly enough, I was not prepared for this, so we're just gonna fucking wing it. I'm gonna go on a limb for some of these. So
yeah.
This is an interesting fact. Much like this podcast, trees did not exist for the first 90% of Earth's history. Did y'all know that?
Wow. How much time is that? Because the Earth's only been around like 3,000 years.
How poignant.
No, it's been around 2023 years.
Okay.
Right. That's right. My bad.
Happy birthday to the Earth.
Let's do a trivia question. How old is the Earth given or based on these bullshit scientist predictions?
Real old.
If you're talking about government conspiracies, I'm going to say about 400 billion years.
I'd have to guess about tree fitty.
Tree. Hey, we're going to get to that joke fucking later, Matthew. Stop.
I'm going to say at least 100 years.
No, here's a real question. How old is the Earth, according to dumb scientists?
Told you.
2.8
4 billion?
billion years.
7 billion.
Ooh, 4.5 billion years.
I said at least 100.
He's not wrong.
Well, that means that our podcast has been around for 470 million years. So it's astounding that we've only got 6 listeners. So y'all really need to step up and it starts.
And there's 5 of us. So
Yeah. So
that's the average of 1.2 listeners per billion years.
take that, Justin Timberlake.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for that. Yeah.
We're really falling short here of listeners and content. So any help at all?
Hey, I got a question for all my little saplings.
Okay, what you got?
Mhm.
I mean, if we're talking about trees and plants, plants is life. Trees is cover. Are honeysuckles nutritious?
This is a good question. And also, is honeysuckles plants?
Ooh, see, now we're getting into it.
Honeysuckles is plants, but suckling on honey is not plants.
That's debatable.
No, that's an important distinction.
Well, hold on.
Brave of you to say.
Where the bees is getting the stuff they make the honey out. Because I think it's from flowers,
These is plants.
and I'm pretty sure flowers is plants.
God, honey is trees.
Honey is a vegetable.
Everyone put your hand up in the podcast if you think honeys is plants.
But what everybody knows that bees eat the flower stuff and then shit out the honey.
Yeah, but that makes honey.
So honey is not plants.
Honey is plant.
If I eat a salad and take a dump, I'm not dumping plants.
Let me ask you this though, Matt. Hold on. If we take away the plants,
I disagree.
I disagree as well. Hold on.
Yeah, I think you're on the wrong side of history on this one, Matt.
Yeah.
if we take away the plants, is there any honey?
First of all, I did not come on this show to back down.
No, let me ask you. Will you please answer my question?
So bees actually use the sugars that they get out of the flowers. You can actually use an artificial sugar or an artificial sweetener, which is what local farms around here do.
Now we're talking about government intervention in our bee creation.
They're turning the frickin' bees gay.
You're damn right. And government is not plants. Therefore, honey's not plants.
Keep trees plants. Keep flowers plants.
Yes. This is a big thing. I've thought about this about my podcast for a long time. We got to keep plants, and I agree with Brent on this, or Justin on this one. I agree with Justin on this one. And to be fair, honey is a byproduct of bees absorbed from plants. So is honey plants?
But are apples plants?
Apples is plants.
Hold on. Wait, no, let's not get real quick.
Apples is plant.
But that comes from a tree too.
I agree.
No, look. The great part about this podcast, there's 5 of them.
Okay.
So a group on is honey plant, we'll get a definite answer right now.
Let's vote. Is honey plants?
But can we get a vote? All in favor? Say aye.
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 Aye. That's 3.
3. Honey.
Okay,
is
so we
plants.
have 3 wrong members of our podcast. That's great.
Honey is plants. Matt.
Honeys is plants. Honey is plant.
I say nay, but I defer to the wisdom of the
I'm sorry. What's your name, sir?
Justin Timberlake, sir.
Not you, Justin. The tallest one.
Did you say Nazi Justin?
I'm just Matt. It's just me, Matt.
Oh, you're just Matt. I can't think of a funny Matt.
Here's an interesting fact. According to the number one website, Tree Hugger, that I constantly look at and have looked at many times and not just tonight, trees in a forest can talk and share nutrients through an underground internet built by soil fungi. How do y'all feel about that? Do you feel that trees can talk to each other?
I'm not comfortable with the trees disseminating information amongst themselves.
You don't have to be comfortable with it. You just have to tell me if you agree with it.
Well, I'm saying that I disagree. They should not be allowed to do that.
But can they?
Where is Congress on this one?
No, that's not what we're talking about. Can they do it?
And I would be checking in from Congress. We've been discussing this concept for many years. We've elicited many pesticides into our national forest that are stopping the trees.
This is fucked up. We're putting our forest through litigation already, and we just started. This is episode 1.
We've been injecting vaccines into our forest since the 40s.
Nope, not allowed to talk about those.
Now, a lot of them now.
Yes, this is a different podcast. We talk about whatever the fuck we want.
All of our trees, all of our national forests now have Down syndrome. There is a considerable.
You're ruining trees' plan.
Is this not an underground government conspiracy podcast?
No, that's our other podcast. Trees is feds.
I thought trees as plants was code for like. I thought trees like facts is like secret is what this code was. Trees as plants, facts is secret.
No, this is about trees and plants.
It's episode 1. Who knew? Like,
Yeah,
Have-
I think trees should be. I think they can commit crimes.
Okay, here we go.
okay, this is the point.
See, this is where we're trying to get here.
I just think they should go to prison like everyone else.
How could you not agree with that statement?
It's hard not to, Matt.
There's trees trespassing in my yard. I have signs posted. They will not leave.
Matt, they've grown roots there. They're just there.
Can I post something crazy here along the same line? Let's say Bartholomew the Oak. Can I call you that or something like
That? I mean, yes, that's my Christian name. So of course,
let's you have a 300-year-old tree in your yard, correct?
I think you're assuming its age.
That's something we should never do.
Listen, that's right. And it commits a crime of intrusion, right? A lifelong sentence. And it gets committed to 200 years in prison, correct?
Yeah.
But it dies the next year. Should we be allowed to take one of its oak seedlings and imprison it?
No, you cannot. No, you
Can-
cannot.
can-
You cannot implant. You cannot implant generational failures on other seedlings.
Generational punishments.
Can we do generational punishment? Yes.
Is North Korea doing something right?
You do not punish the seeds of the father.
Yeah, do not punish the seeds.
Do you not know the age-old adage? The seed does not fall far from the trunk.
I do not know.
I would also like to add that in this article, they describe this as an underground internet built by, like, I don't think we should project our terms onto trees, which have been here, which, to our first question, for 407 million years. Like, I just don't feel like that's fair.
Allegedly.
But here's the real question.
Okay.
Are they paying for that internet? Because my internet's gone up a lot since 2020, and they don't have to get vaccinated,
Are they?
and they don't pay for internet.
Are they accessing the Wi-Fi?
Do the trees in the UK require a license for their internet?
Oh my God. Here we go. The one thing I will say about trees is they help us breathe.
Debatable.
Okay, see, that is a plus, admittedly.
No, I learned that in elementary school.
Hey, it's nice that they let us do that, right? That's totally cool. Any of you guys want to go to work tomorrow? Not fucking me.
That's true. They do. That is not consented.
Not me. Not fucking me.
No oxygen, no work.
Hey, I just read the 13th fact on this webpage, and y'all are going to like this a lot. This says, and this is from treehugger.com. So this is not me. This is a verified source.
No, this is
legit.
This is legit.
That's a popular website.
Very good, sir. This says, number 13, trees can lower stress, raise property values, and y'all stick in for this one, and fight crime. That is the headline of this.
Hey, unless there's ample proof of that.
No,
No, you did bad. So here's my next question.
You did bad and it stays in. Go on.
It's all the same letters in ample, though.
So I understand trees can lower stress. That's fine, right? Raise property values. That's cool. I want to hear from you, my co-host. How do trees fight crime?
Real low hanging limbs. They start running, bam, limb.
Do you mind if I branch off in a slightly subject? Instead of fighting crime, how about fighting for criminals? So when I was running from the cops that one,
Okay,
did trees not hide me?
they did.
You know, did I not weave into them, and then their enormous cover, their wondrous warmth, their luminous glow, their ominous figure, not shield me and protect me from those trying to engage me? You know?
But if you're running from an unjust crime, I mean, something that shouldn't be illegal anyway, I assume is what you were running from.
Exactly. And would any other humans understand that? No, but the trees did.
The trees care about justice.
Yeah.
They don't care about law. They care about justice.
You are now giving the tree the right to determine what justice
Right,
is. And that
exactly.
is not, our
Yeah.
country was not founded that trees should determine the justice.
No, it did. It said all would be just. It did say
That's
that.
pretty good.
It's pretty fair,
I
actually.
agree. Not only can trees commit crimes, but they can also aid and abet criminals. That's true.
Yeah. Also, they can destroy homes and tear apart property
But
values.
can they not build them on the same?
Yeah, I mean, if it's like a broken home or like real shitty guys.
Show me a home not built with trees.
There's plenty of.
Is homes trees?
Some homes is trees.
No, homes are not trees.
If the tree destroys the house, you destroy the tree, build a new house.
If trees is plants, homes is plants. Let's take a vote. Is homes plant?
This is a hard one, guys.
When homes is trees, homes is plants.
I'm voting. I vote yay. Homes is plant.
No, you can't. See, you can't do that though.
You're not the host, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how it works. It's episode 1. Let's determine some rules.
Well,
That's
all right,
I'm
hold
okay
on.
with it. I just think I think a voting it would be fun for the audience.
Homes isn't plant.
No. Look, guys, I actually just read. It was actually a really interesting article
Oh yeah, where'd you find it?
on this philosophy kind of thing going. You guys probably haven't.
Was it in Nietzsche? Did Nietzsche say it? Maybe.
No, it wasn't Nietzsche. I think it was. I think the author was Silverstein. It was called "The Giving Tree," is what he titled it.
No one's read that.
And that was well, you should. Okay, if you're not keeping up on the scientific papers, that is not my problem
The
in this
scientific
debate.
papers.
They print that on paper, in fact.
But in this article, in fact, a tree did become a home. In the end, I apologize for spoiling the end of this paper, but that is what happens.
Let me finish though.
All right,
Oh,
all right,
hey,
all right.
wait, hold on, wait. Can I ask one question before we change?
He was not talking. No, he was not talking about a home.
And sir, the tree that did become the home, was that tree also a plant? I mean, trees is plants, right?
I have no knowledge to the contrary.
Wait, sir, it's trees is plants, right?
Trees is plants. That is undisputable.
Okay.
He was not discussing a home, a standard 21st century home.
Well, he said that home was a tree.
Would you let me finish, sir?
Excuse me.
The host has the floor, sir.
We were discussing homes as in normal 21st century homes is what you were, because you were saying using wood material from trees to build houses as to make houses as plants.
Indubitably.
Now, I disagree with that because there's also many more materials, Matt can contest to this, no one else, that other materials go in a house.
Can't do it without.
You can.
Oh, you certainly can.
You certainly can. Thank you, Matthew.
Show me a wall without a house without a frame.
Now let me ask you this. I'll counter you. Treehouse.
Okay. Are you on my side?
Nah, no. But I'm saying a contrary.
I think hey, welcome.
But I think when house is trees, tree house.
Trees is plants. Yes, exactly.
That's an obvious. We've known this for years.
Houses are not trees, but trees as houses
Is
therefore
plants.
is
Yes.
plants. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And tree houses is
Plants.
Is
yes.
plant.
Plants. Yes. Tree houses is plants.
That's
yes.
obvious. Why are you
Yes.
asking that
Yes.
question?
We weren't asking a question, we're stating a fact. Tree.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Look, we can get wherever we need to with this logic. You know, you just present the question.
All I'm saying is houses is plants, right?
No, I mean now I kind of feel like it.
No.
when house is plants is tree house.
Yes.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
Put that on a shirt.
Or when house is tree is plants.
So does that mean we all live in tree houses?
No.
house can be tree. That's
I would like
right.
one of you to tell me that there is no tree or plant in the room you're in right now.
That's not the point.
But you're limiting it to one room by 4 people.
Yes.
Come on.
5, I got trees in here.
Any wall, any interior wall.
Go to Florida. Florida has different building codes. In Florida, you have to have a cinder block wall filled with rebar and concrete.
Any interior wall.
Typically with a masonry mix on the outside. And you can use
Any interior wall.
Drywall is not made of plants.
Okay, Bartholomew. Okay, Matt. Matt. Okay, Matt.
I am OAK.
Okay, Matt. Okay, Matt.
Strong as an OAK, my boy.
It's an oak, baby. That's right. That's what's up. Trees is playing.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask everyone to allow each other to present arguments without just screaming nonsense over the other argument. Okay?
Fair.
OAK. Let's do this.
OAK.
That is OAK.
OAK, sir.
That's what we say on this podcast.
Yeah, OAK. We add an extra letter for the trees
And you can't stop us.
because they are plants.
We are the Loraxes, and we speak
We
for
speak for the trees.
I am the Lorax. I lose my larynx to speak for the trees.
Hey, I pined for your approval, and I apologize.
Oh!
And I apologize for my action.
It's okay.
I will be OAK.
All right, so Willow, you let me make my fucking point.
Please, go ahead. I
All right,
like
Matt.
that one. Go ahead.
man, it's-
Every house in Florida, walk in that kitchen. What them cabinets made of?
Press board. It depends on the price point.
What is that board made of?
Composite materials.
Wood.
Composite what? What's the main piece of material?
Wood.
Let me argue. You do not need a cabinet in a house.
Oh.
You can just lay your dishes on the floor.
Oh.
What's the floor made of?
All right, okay.
Okay. I have a rebuttal that I think will solve this. I present an argument.
Okay.
House is not trees, but a home is. Because
Home.
to be a home,
Mm.
you have to have
Okay.
cabinets. I think that's number one.
Are we getting religious?
Oh.
No, here we go. Home is plants.
Home
Yeah,
is
plants.
plants.
We all agree. Home is plant.
House may not be plants.
House, maybe not plants.
True. That's true. But house may be trees.
But you know, here, let's take this away from this first episode. Home is really where your love,
No, I don't.
Yeah. It's where you put your roots down.
or it's where plants are. Home is trees. House could be anything.
Give me another fact.
Oh, fuck. We're out of facts.
One of the most poisonous, horrible plants on the planet is called the Gimpy Gimpy. It's also known as the suicide plant. And apparently its sting is it's long lasting and so painful that people have been known to kill themselves when they got stung.
See, I was not going to run that fact on the first episode.
Oh, cut it all. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's pretty deep for the first episode. But I would put that plant's kids in jail.
Mm-mm.
Whoa. Hold on, no fact. How about some questions?
No. This is Tyler's show, okay? Whatever facts he wants to read, that's the facts we're going on.
I think we got time for one more fact.
Here, let's look at this one last fact before Jared just divulges into suicide talk. A large oak tree can drop 10,000 acorns. And how long? How long do y'all think?
1 year.
10 years.
I'd say a year. I think a year's pretty good.
10,000.
Jared's looking at the same page I am.
No, I'm not.
Is it 1 year then?
It's 1 year. The thing I like about this, the one thing I like about this is it says one large oak can drop as many as 10,000 nuts. And that resonates with the way I would have said it. Yeah.
Hey guys, how many nuts do you think you can drop in 1 year?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes.
How many nuts is you dropping?
The problem is it has no courtesy and doesn't even put it in. It doesn't use a tissue or a sock or anything.
Just drops it wherever.
Just dropping nuts everywhere.
And in fact, it says most of these nuts may end up as meals for birds or mammals.
I do that one time, and now I can't get within fucking 300 yards of a fucking school.
Jared's never going back to the zoo. That's all we're saying.
I'll tell you this, Jared. There's not birds and mammals eating your nuts, hopefully.
That is probably accurate most of the time.
There's definitely not mammals eating it. So unless you got birds flying through your window, you're fucked, buddy.
I'm sad now. You guys finish this.
But if you walk under a tree, though, tree may drop nuts on your head.
That's fair. So tree could nut on face.
Yeah.
Can anyone please tell me? Here's a quick trivia question. What are the name of the most woody plant?
Yeah, define woody.
I don't know. That's what the internet said. What are woody plants? Woody plants are plants that develop a significant amount of lengthy tissue.
Trees and then trees and then trees.
They're called geosperm, boys.
Poignant, actually.
There you go.
Is that a Poinsettia joke?
Pretty good.
Well, it wasn't at first.
So I think we've kind of hit a critical mass here, and I would like to end, if y'all are ready to end this.
Maybe what did you learn today or something?
Yeah, well, I just did a quick Google search of our trees plant, and I would like to read what it says.
I would love to find out what the internet has to say about whether or not trees is plants.
Here we go. It says yes. So,
Wow.
Okay. That's powerful stuff.
Honestly, did not see that coming.
yeah, that's there's a little bit more if y'all would like to hear it.
I don't know if we need
I don't feel like we need it.
Is it like yes, comma, and then other stuff?
Yes, it is. Oh, wait a fucking second. Hold on.
Hold on. Is there controversy?
Oh!
This is good, but it says yes. Trees are plants and carry out the life processes that all plants share. However, trees are not actually a scientific group of their own. So, trees is plants and also not plants.
Trees is more things, maybe?
And which plants is trees? We don't know yet. Find out in episode 2.
Yeah, y'all catch us on episode 2 of Is Trees Plants?
Dun, 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 dun. We're a fern. We're a fern. We're a motherfucking fern.
Is that, yeah?
That's gonna burn.
Y'all catch us on episode 2 of Is Trees Plants or Trees Are Plants? The trees may be plant.
If you didn't like it, just shrub it off.
Shrub it off.
We're a fern. You're about to learn.
All right. Signing off. This is me, Matt. I hope I didn't soil your day.
This is me, Daffo Dildo, and I hope I didn't get stuck up in there.
And we've been
Okay.
canceled. Already been canceled.
I mean, in your brain.
This is Justin Timberlake. And I'll catch you next time.
This is Jared, and I hope it didn't sound like we were vining too much. We'll see you next time.
And this is Tyler, your host. I hope you enjoyed Trees as Plants. This is our first podcast. Like and subscribe. We'll release every Thursday along with Discount Heroes.
For some reason, we're on their schedule.
Yeah, where questionable trees are always guaranteed.
What a relief that that's over.
Ah!
A relief. Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
You made it funnier. Just
Well, now we know we've always got something to fall back on.
Yep. Clearly. Hey guys, apparently we can straight up just vamp for half an hour.